92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
You know, sometimes for the second date updates, people are trying to figure out if the person that they met is the love of their life.
Yeah.
Or sometimes, like Claire, who's on the phone to do a second date update today, sometimes they're just trying to figure out if the person they met is actually married. And that's why they won't go out with them again.
Uh-oh.
What's up, Claire? Sounds like you've got a bit of a problem.
Hi, yeah. Whenever I envision myself being on this segment, I always thought it would be the person calling me and why am I not calling back? So this is super awkward starting out.
We always want to be the person on the other end, don't we?
Yeah. So things have changed, and I read your email, and it says you think the guy that you went out with might be married?
I mean, that's a theory that I have. I have no idea. It's just been a chain of events that have been leading up to this. So there's got to be something else going on because it's just not adding up.
Yeah.
Do you want the background of it so everyone will know what happened?
I don't know
Tell us the
anything.
story. How'd you meet the guy?
A few weeks back, me and my girlfriends were at a bar, just drinking, hanging out, and there was a guy that's chilling next to us. So we kind
Okay,
of just...
good. I thought you were going to say it was a guy and his wife. And then,
No, very single seeming guys. And we just kind of hit it off. I was a little tipsy, but not super drunk or anything.
And what did you like about him, in those first moments?
To be honest, at first glance, I'm this is who you think of as the tall, dark, and handsome. He's got to have a girlfriend. But then we start talking, and he's doing impressions, Real Housewives stuff, this random. I was this guy's so bizarre, but that's what I liked about it.
or he has multiple personalities, it sounds like.
Exactly. It could be one or the other.
So what happened that night? I mean, you guys hung out at the bar for how long?
We hung out a few hours. I mean, at the end of the night, we did have a little moment. We had a kiss, just, really quick.
You still sound kind of like you have butterflies over it.
I know. See, I'm totally that girl right now. I hate this, but I don't know what else to do. None of my friends have any good advice, so I don't know.
So was this before or after his wife came to pick him up?
No, he left with the guys. They Ubered home. So basically, I gave him my number, and before I get into bed, I get a text, and it's him, and he says something kind of clever and funny, and I'm just going to bed thinking how cute is he? And he already texted me, so
Totally.
I'm just feeling great.
Nice.
Yeah, because you think this guy's super into you, and you guys are going to hang out, I'm guessing.
Yeah, so then he was traveling out of town with work and stuff. He was super busy, so we're texting a ton. I would text him a picture of my breakfast or some, stupidest stuff.
I thought you were going to say breasts.
Yeah, so did I. I was like, whoa.
No.
I'm like,
That got a lot more boring for me,
wow,
the picture of my breakfast. I'm like, oh, it wasn't that hot and heavy then.
Oh, no. But, we did get a little bit, at night. If he was, traveling, he'd be I'm lonely, and we kind of, I'm just going to leave it at that.
Nice.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you guys had a text relationship, and then when did he disappear?
He didn't quite disappear, but I'm just why are you always busy? And one night he's okay, I'm in town, let's meet up. So we thought it'd be cute to meet up at the same bar that we had met at. So I'm all excited, and we get there, and he was just kind of acting a little off. I just thought maybe he was jet lagged. He just was being very formal.
I mean, maybe he was nervous, though, because that's a lot leading up to this one moment where you finally see each other again.
Exactly, and it's a little awkward. I mean, no big red flag. I wasn't concerned. I just thought it was a little weird. So we go in, and it's this revolving door thing. He leads me in. I go in first, and he goes in behind me. And the back of my jacket, something happens where it's stuck in the thing, and it jams up.
So you got your clothes stuck in the revolving door.
Yeah. So it's just super awkward, and I'm kind of laughing it off. But we have to have the people from the restaurant come out, and they did something where they had to help it because he was kind of caught in there too.
How long were you guys trapped inside the revolving door?
In my head, it was an hour, but it was really only 5 or 6 minutes. It wasn't that long.
Okay.
Long enough to be an awkward start to your first date.
Or great, because they say when your life flashes before your eyes, it really brings people together.
Well, I hope, but that's not really what happened. So basically, we get all unstuck, and I'm just okay, we just gonna have a drink and get this back on track. I'm I'm done with my glass of wine. I'm gonna, get ready to order one more. And before I can even say another round, he's check please. He kind of interjects. It was weird.
So you guys had a 20-minute date, basically.
25 if you're counting the door debacle. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we should count that in just to make it a little longer.
So I asked him, and I was like, hey, is everything okay? And he's just like, nothing's wrong. He's just like, I'm exhausted. Like, work is actually, like, really insane. We go our separate ways. And, yeah, like, it was just not, like, the date that I had, like, built up in my head.
So how many times have you guys talked since then?
Since then, it's been, like, 8 or 9 days. And he has been, like, so busy. And in that time, like, I have not heard back.
That totally sucks, because I bet you were, like, on board. Like, finally I met a guy that I'm super interested in. And
Yes, and it's like they either have the looks or the personality. I'm like, this is, full package, and I can totally, we're on the same level of, like, it just felt so easy, and then it felt so forced. And I'm like,
Yeah.
there's something I'm not seeing, or I'm missing, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, is he married? Does he have a girlfriend? Like, he's just, like, two different people from the first time I met him, and I'm just, like, turning into, like, that girl that is, like, obsessing.
Okay, well, we'll play a song, come back, and then call him and get your second date update and hopefully get an answer, okay?
All right. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
You know what they say, when one door closes, another one opens in its place.
oh, that's motivational.
Unless, of course, it's a revolving door and you get stuck in it, because that means you won't get a call back for a date. And that's what happened to Claire, who's on the phone today to do a second date update. She wants to call a dude named Jordan. They met at a bar and then texted for a while back and forth. He was on the road, busy with work, I guess, and then he finally got back to town and they arranged to go on a date. But now he's not calling her back, and she thinks that the reason could be one of two things. Either he's married, or because she got stuck in a revolving door at the restaurant and the staff had to come help them get out of it. So we'll find out which one it is in just a second. Claire, we're about to call him. Do you have any final thoughts before we do that?
Don't even ask me, because I'm, like, already, like, nervous, so I just want to just do it. You know, can't even think about it.
But if he's married, I mean, that's something that's not you. So at least you won't feel so bad about that. And
Unless, of course, he got married after your date. He's like, I went on a date with her and then I realized I couldn't be single again, so I got married to the first person I could find. Then it's you.
Oh, come on.
Well, thank you for putting that in my head. That's the scenario that I
No
did
problem.
Yeah, always spinning things positively.
All right, I'm going to dial his phone number right now. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Jordan, please?
Yeah, this is Jordan.
Hey, Jordan, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Sorry, I'm not familiar with what company is Brooke and Jubal.
Yeah, Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show, actually.
Why would a radio show be calling me? I'm confused.
Well, because we actually got an email about you from one of our listeners.
I don't think I really know any of your listeners. I don't even know who you are.
Well, that's a very good point.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it is a great point, but you do actually know one of our listeners, and you went on a date with her, actually.
Really?
Her name is Claire.
I wanted a date with Claire.
Yeah. Well, Claire told us a little bit about how you guys met and how you texted back and forth for a while, and then you finally met up, and then you kind of cut the date short and haven't texted her ever since.
So this is a segment I'm going to talk about kind of what happens.
We'd like you to.
Yeah.
Claire would also like you to.
And people do this, like they talk about the date, what went wrong to you.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Not all the time, I guess, but Claire really liked you a lot, so she's wondering too.
She's like totally clueless. And it sounds like your date was pretty lame.
I mean, it wasn't even the date. There's so much more to it, guys. I don't even know where to start, really.
Can you tell us anything?
I mean, I can say that, like, it was my fault. Like, she shouldn't feel bad about anything, because it's 100% on me.
Oh, what?
You're married just like she thought, aren't you?
She thought I was married? What?
Yeah.
Yeah, why
She
else
says that's the only thing she could think of, because you guys texted back and forth a lot. You said you were constantly busy, and then you met up with her real quick, and the only thing she can think is that you have some sort of secret going on, like girlfriend or a wife or something that she doesn't know about.
She thinks I'm that horrible of a person?
Well, it's an option.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah. She doesn't know how horrible you are. She just wants to find out how horrible you are.
I'm not horrible. I just feel bad, guys. Like, I feel really bad about this.
So you did do something bad.
No, I didn't do anything bad. I mean, like, okay, so I don't know if she said we met out one night. She was with a bunch of girlfriends, and I was with a bunch of guy friends. And there was this girl there, this blonde girl, that was beautiful that I was really into, and I was really excited. Like I really was excited about this girl.
Okay.
So that happened. We had fun. Whatever. We exchanged numbers.
Okay.
And so when the date happened, I was super nervous. I was like, I'm going out with that girl finally. And I got to the restaurant, and then there was a stranger there. She approached me and hugged me right away. Right away. She knew my name. And I was like super skeezed out. Like I didn't know who she was, why she was hugging me. And she, was like, oh my God, it's so good to finally see you again. And I was like, what?
What?
So
the girl that I was talking to that night that I was like interested in wasn't the person I thought it was.
So wait. Are they two different people, or did you just not remember what Claire looks like for some reason?
So Claire, in my head, was that blonde girl that I talked about. It wasn't Claire, the girl that I met at the restaurant. For lack of better words, like the person I've been texting wasn't the person I thought it was.
Okay.
So you thought Claire was this other girl until you showed up to meet her for your date?
Yes.
But
Exactly.
wait, but you kissed Claire the night that you met her.
To be honest, I don't remember that. But, I mean, we were...
Okay, so you were obviously pretty drunk when you met Claire.
I didn't meet Claire, though. I guess I did meet Claire, but I didn't...
You made out with Claire.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I mean, I guess I did kiss someone. I kind of remember, but in my head it was that blonde girl that I talked about. It wasn't Claire, the girl that I met at the restaurant. It was not even close to her. I mean, it wasn't her.
You mixed them
Oh
up.
my God.
All right.
Okay, I understand that there's could be some shock in expecting one person and getting a different person, but you guys still had like a 2-week conversation where you really connected with Claire.
I mean, I don't know, though. It was like I thought it was this other girl. I mean, this other girl was beautiful, this blonde girl.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that Claire's not beautiful. She is. It's just like I was like I got catfished or something. Like in my head, it was this one girl, and then when I meet Claire, it was like I couldn't even get past the fact that it wasn't this blonde girl. It's just a mess, guys.
You basically catfished yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, I absolutely did, and I did
Well-
that. But I'm not a mean-spirited guy. Like you guys got to get this. Like I feel horrible about that.
Jordan, I hate to add another surprise to the whole thing, but Claire, the girl that you met, is actually on the phone listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh come on.
Jordan, stop. Like, this is so hard for me to stay quiet. Like, what are you doing? Okay, Jordan, please. Just tell him the truth because, like, I know you're joking. You know you're joking, and this is, like, embarrassing to me if you're, like, doing this. Just
No,
please.
this is the absolute
This is,
truth.
like-
Why do you think it was so awkward? Like, why do you
Stop.
think I left after one drink? Because you weren't who I thought you were.
Oh.
It's my fault. I'm not making...
See, they're taking this seriously. They're taking you seriously right now. You're wasting people's time.
I think he's serious,
Wait.
though.
Yeah, he sounds serious to me, Claire.
I'm so sorry, Claire, but I thought you were your friend, the blonde girl.
No, Rachel, you did barely talk to her. Stop. This is
I talked to her a lot. I don't remember talking to you that much. I mean, I don't know what... It's awkward. I know this is horrible, but I don't remember talking to you that much. I remember talking
This
to you.
is not real. This is not
But it's
real.
not.
No, this is fake. Are you kidding me? Are you being serious?
No,
Tell me right now.
this
Like,
is-
be serious.
I am being serious. I'm absolutely being serious.
Do you
Like,
swear?
we were all drinking. Of course I swear. I'm not lying. I'm not making up some excuse that, I like, the blonde girl. Like, I thought you were the blonde girl.
No, I sent you pictures. Wouldn't you have just said, like, oh, I'm the wrong person? Like, you should have said something then. Like, hello.
Because that's the thing. You didn't send pictures of your face. Why did you never send me a picture of your face?
Now it's her fault.
Yeah.
The reason I'm not sending you pictures of my face is because you never wanted pictures of my face. You weren't asking me for that.
No guy ever really does, Claire.
Claire, can I just ask you? It sounds like he was wasted the night you guys met. Did you not realize he was that drunk?
Well, I was a little drunk, too, but, like, Jordan, like, why didn't you, when you saw me at the restaurant, why didn't you say something?
Because I felt horrible.
Yeah. I can
Because
see
it was
that.
my fault. I screwed up. I dropped the ball. I thought you were somebody else.
I mean, I just feel like this can't. So, like, you, this whole time, you're thinking that I'm my friend Rachel this entire time.
Is Rachel the blonde girl?
Yeah.
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 I would love to. I would love if you could connect me with Rachel because I thought that's who you were the entire time.
Dude, do not right now.
Wow.
That is.
She's not even fun.
She's not even fun.
She's not even fun. Well, that leads me to this question. Jordan, would you like to go out on a second date with Claire? We will pay for it.
I really feel like you should. Like, now that the shock is worn off, maybe you can just look at her as Claire and it could actually work out.
And all those text conversations, like that was like me and that was you. So clearly, like, we were laughing and we were joking when you know, it didn't matter what I looked like.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could do a second date. I mean, I think I owe it to you, and I think we owe it to ourselves to actually sit down and have, you know, a meal together and see if there's anything there.
Wow.
Well, I don't want you to do it out of, like, charity. Like, do you want to go out with me? Like,
No, I'm not doing it out of charity, but I feel bad, so yeah, sure.
Oh, wow.
yeah, I mean, like, that would be great. Yeah.
Okay. So congratulations, Claire. You got your second date.
Yeah. Obviously not the way that I saw it, but that's good.
Hey.
Claire, I'm sorry that whole thing, you know, it went down like that.
No, I think it's a good ending overall, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Cool. You know what? I usually don't suggest where people go on their second date, but I think you guys should go out on another group thing. Like maybe Claire, bring your friend Rachel,
No.
even.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Sweet, I can bring some friends, yeah.
Yeah, don't ever hang out with Rachel.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 says that was the most romantic second date update I've ever heard.
Really?
Aw.
Is it
No,
the only one?
I think they're being sarcastic.
Okay.
If you missed today's second date update, Claire wanted to call Jordan. They actually met out at a bar and they'd been texting for a while, but then when they went out on their actual date, he was very short, ended things very quickly, and then wasn't talking to her. We got him on the phone and found out why. The reason was he was super hammered when they met, and he got her number thinking it was her friend's number. So when they were texting back and forth and everything, he thought he was talking to her friend, and then he showed up for the date and didn't recognize Claire, and basically he catfished himself.
Yeah. I mean, I could see where it'd be a little shocking when you're expecting a hot blonde and Claire shows up. Not that Claire's not attractive,
Yeah,
okay?
and
Not
he
to
said
take that
that.
away. It's just, you know, when you're expecting to get sushi and you get a bowl of pasta. Not
Yeah.
that the pasta's not good. The pasta's good. It's just not what you thought.
Yeah, you just didn't have your mouth ready for the pasta, that's all. So he didn't have his mouth ready for Claire.
Okay.
And he was
Oh, not really, but
That got weird.
he was kind of upset by that. He did say she was cool and everything. He liked hanging out with her, but he was expecting the friend, so it was shocking. But they did agree to go out again on another date, but more like a pity date, honestly.
No, I think it's going to work out. They connected without the physical stuff there, which is
Yeah,
it's
but-
important.
But the way that he said yes to the date was like, yeah, I mean, I guess I owe it to you since I did kind of make you show up to that date thinking it was someone else, and then I kind of blew you off, so I guess we could go out again. So yeah, you're right. Romance at its finest
Yeah.
in today's second date update.
tearing up over here.
Remember, if you want a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person that didn't call you back. It is Friday, so Young Jeffrey's Song of the Week is coming up at 8:10.